Hi, I'm back. I won't bore you with the details of my miraculous escape.
Instead, let's talk a little
Hi
bit
there.
about
That guy up there
going to
once
investigate
pointed out that
how control
every time you make a decision, you destroy an old universe and create a new one. But do you really destroy the old universe? Or do you just leave the old universe behind? Mark my words. I'm not going to be left behind. I have gotten my hands on a new press point and channel saver. And a black and gold Erbe-Verb. They're my ticket out of here. Forget the other guy. He's up there dropping science about voltage is the language, mass is the punctuation, blah, 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 blah. The science he drops falls on me and I get to clean it up. He's up there talking about musical nuance and this and that. Nuance isn't going to help me out of this situation. I need power. I need lasers. I've heard that the laser sounds for the Star Wars movies were made by banging on a tight metal cable. That, of course, was done in reality for the purposes of fantasy. Maybe I can use the simulated fantasy space of the Erbe-Verb to break the barrier around this monochrome sub-reality via the creation of real lasers. Only one way to find out. The shape of a pew, pew, pew is exponential. Let's start by generating that shape with this maths. Steep, almost zero rise, slower fall, fairly exponential curve. Let's molt it out to as many destinations as we can so all our sonic parameters follow it to some degree or other. In fact, I'm molting it from this CV bus channel to another to just maximize the number of places I can send it. To begin with, let's send it to the pitch and cutoff controls of this XPO and QPOS. Volt per octave. Oh wait, let's use the exponential input.
for whatever signal we're using. In the make noise system, many parameters have both an offset and an attenuverter included. For example,
Okay, I guess that's useful information. The expo input on the XPO and the frequency 1 input on the QPOS, they have attenuverters built into them, so I can send the same voltage to both and vary the results with the settings of the panel controls and attenuverters. Sound like such a dork. Okay, but yeah, it is useful. I mean, if I modulate them in opposite directions, I get an opposite effect. Okay, the same goes for the size parameter. And the pre-delay doesn't have an attenuator built in. You know what? I don't care. We're patching directly in. Ooh, I like that. If I touch the cables to ground, I can interrupt the function. Now it's time to manually activate these lasers, or whatever they are, with press point. Let's take the smooth touch function and we'll multi it out too. What will we control with it? Let's turn the lasers on and off with the maths cycle input. The speed of lasers with the both input. Okay, I hate to admit this, but this is another place where we need some nuance. Let's patch it through an attenuverter on the channel saver first. That lets me set the range so it's not so extreme of a difference in speed each time I press. Okay, and let's also control the level of the lasers with the QPOS level control. Basically makes it so they fade out in time with the cycle stopping, and we don't have to listen to that in between space. Unless, of course, there are still tails on the Erbe-Verb. This is sort of a universal sproing generator, not just lasers. Lasers are the best, though. Thanks for watching, and happy patching. I wasn't gonna say that!